Hello everybody and welcome to Retro Ratchet. So everybody will be excited to see the SD1 is back from the paint shop, but I'm not doing a walk round or a review of the paint at the moment because a few wee things that need doing to finish that off, but we'll get into that in a separate video. So what we're going to talk about in the next 2 or 3 videos are the things I've still to do to complete the car. Largely not all of them because there's millions, but the main thing is just to allow me to get out and drive it and enjoy it. So starting off, the bumpers, I've done a bumper renovation. That's what this video is going to focus on. So front and back bumpers, they were in really bad condition. You know, when I got the car, there's holes, there's cracks, stuff like that. So I go through the steps, what I've done to renovate them myself, and I've just used basic things, glass fibre, filler, a rattle can paint. I've replaced some bits and pieces, got new brackets, things like that. So that's what tonight's video is going to be about. The exhaust, which you've heard, isn't a straight through exhaust. It's been fitted to it or anything sporty. That was just for entertainment purposes. I thought it'd be quite amusing starting up without the downpipe on it, just to hear how it would sound. So that's another video where going through all the little snags. You maybe heard in some of the earlier videos, there was quite a major leak from the front driver's side downpipe. So I'm waiting on the parts for that coming through. Windows, doors. So we've got another video that's 50% shot on electrics. None of the windows were working when the car came back from the body shop. One was working when it went in, this was kind of working, and these never worked at all. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving the game away a little bit here because there's actually nothing left in this door. I'm going through what I find in each door because I thought that could be interesting. Typical findings of a car that's been off the road for so long, 15, 16 years sat up, what's going on with the electrics. So that's probably the third video. When I get some parts in, we'll get that one finished off. And then other than that, there's just little bits of trim and things like that. It's going to go back in the body shop. It's got to get its final polish and another couple little bits and pieces done. So I can reassure you it's full steam ahead with the SD1. So I hope you enjoy this little interim one up to build up the big finale of seeing the paintwork. It's covered in dust and stuff at the moment. So please remember to like and subscribe. Tonight we're going to be looking at the front bumper on the SD1. It's been a while since we've done any content on that, but the car's actually only a couple of days away from coming home and I haven't got my finger out with the bumper sorted. So the plan is I've cut off this end section off a spare bumper I had and we're going to try and bond it on to this side. You can see there, that one's pretty badly damaged. You're not going to get away with just filler in that or glass fibre in it. So yeah, we're going to see if we can just cut this section out here and see if it kind of overlaps. So it'll be interesting. And then just bond it on, kind of similar to factory spec. The other side is a lot better. Yeah, it's a little bit scuffed there and got a little chip there, but I think we'll get away with glass fibre and that's not too bad. I'm not too worried. The chrome trim, I've got a decent set of chrome trim that I'm going to put on it as well. I've got all the tubes here for the headlamp wipers. So yeah, I think that's first things first. We'll get that bonded on, see how we get on with that. So I think looking at it, we'll just cut straight the way through there and then try and just then remove that overlap section off the back. I think that's going to be the best plan. Right, so that's that original end cap removed. Not very tidy here, but it doesn't really matter. It's a combination of the little grinder I used there and just a flat wheel on the angle grinder. So yeah, it seems to be okay. Smooth that off as best I can on the top there. Yeah, so I think that looks okay. So now it's a case of figuring out how we're going to get the other piece cleaned up and fitted on. Right, and that's the end cap cleaned up. Get a decent look at that there. So yeah, I just use a variety of things to get that finished. The green stuff was the adhesive that was on it, so that fits in there pretty well now. Oh, that's better. So the plan is to use a bit of tiger seal, bond that on, and then see if it holds it. It's pretty good stuff this, so I'm not too worried if it won't work. I'll move the camera around this side so you can see the mess that's ensuing. It's not bad actually. Right, so here's a wee close-up. Try and get an angle of the profile there. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll be solid tomorrow anyway. Yep, happy with that. So I think the next job is going to be this mess here. So a wee bit of a crack going on there. So yep, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to repair that. Yeah, that's a wee bit ropey. So we'll take all that out. Well, we'll take it out now actually. Yeah, just a bit of glass fibre in there. I'll probably do something similar myself actually. Clean it up, push that back into shape. Take that filler out that's stopping it moving, and then just reinforce it with glass fibre. I mean, the bolt's on there, so there's not really going to be any weight on it. So that's for part 2, I think. Bought some new glass fibre matting and resin, and we'll see if we can improve on that a wee bit. So left a big hole now. Pretty much what I expected. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just start to build that up now with layers of mat over the next few days, give it some strength, and then a light coat of fill around the outside to shape it, and then that should be good. Right, so as we can see, we've got a sizable area to repair. So it's been years and years since I've actually used this glass fibre mat, so I think it's just a case of cutting out some repair patches, activating the resin, just adding some hardener to it, pasting that on first, adding that, and then pasting it over it. So, and then the same again once it dries, maybe sanding it back down until you get a reasonable profile. So we'll have a go at that just now. We'll get this cut ready, I think, as the first step. Right, so I'm going to crack on with this repair on the bumper just now. I'm going to get some resin on first, then we'll get the matting on, and then we'll put a bit of resin over the whole top, and that'll be the first layer on, and then we'll just keep on building up layers as we go. Right, so I've enlisted my my little helper for the second few layers that we're going to put on here. That seems to have gone off pretty well now, so we're going to have a go at putting these on and just keep on building it up, make it nice and strong. Alright, are we ready? So, yeah. What do we need first? Resin. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's not pretty, but it doesn't really matter. Right, so we're going to do a wee bit of work on back bumper. This one I actually just noticed also has a split in it there, not quite as bad as the front. So I'm going to attempt to take this bracket off. No doubt it'll not work out or whatever, but we'll try and get this bracket off. Get some glass fibre on that. I mean, that side's actually some glass fibre on it as well to repair it, but get that off. The other one of these is turned up, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. So now I can get the brackets bonded on. So a good wee bit of work we can be getting on with now. So we'll have a look at getting these off first. Right, so that's at about 4 sheets onto there, so I think that'll be fine. Be set in an hour or so anyway. Put a wee bit on the underside, you probably won't be able to see that with the sun, but yeah, that'll be fine. So next job, we'll go into these, get these cleaned out with a wire brush, and get those brackets put back on. Right, that's him on. So that shouldn't take long to dry in this seat. Fingers crossed. I think that should be fine. And we can get on with some filler on the other side of this next. So that's nice, and this went off pretty well now. So that's that one sorted. Right, on to the next part of the bumper repairs. So we're on, this is back bumper. We just put a layer of just body filler over that last night, so we'll try and get that smoothed off now. And it's basically the same process on the front one, so no expert at this, so there'll probably be quite a few mistakes along the way. Right, we're not a million miles away with this now. A couple of little indentations there, but the overall shape, you know, is pretty decent. Tiny little bit in there as well, and smooth that off a wee bit more. But that's no bad. So right, put another tiny bit in there, and wait till it sets and sand it again. Right, now onto the front bumper. I plastered that filler on last night, yeah. It needs a bit of improvement, but we'll get that hopefully rounded off and then get a last coat on in a minute. focus on there. There we go. Right, so same as last time, couple little holes. Got a filler over, and I got a bit of an approximate shape going here, not perfect. I'll probably do a lot of this by hand. It's a wee bit low there. Yeah, it's going to be quite a tricky one to get right, this, I think, but we're nearly there. At least it's structurally, it's, you know, it's sound. Just need to get it looking nicer. Right, that's had its final flat there, so what I'm going to do is just put a bit of paint on it lightly and see if it shows up any imperfections. So we'll use that as a wee bit of a guide coat, see what's shown through and what isn't. I'll let that dry and then take another look at it. Right, so that's most of the front bumper finished with the prep. I decided not to video the prep because it was super boring. It took a lot longer than I expected, so this has just had a very quick coat of paint over it just now. This was obviously the area that, well, it was missing, wasn't it? It was cracked right through that we dug out. That was the original end cap, that was the end cap that I put on. So that looks pretty decent. So once that fully dries, we'll take a wee look and see if there's any other areas needing more fillering or more sanding, and then what we'll do is we'll stick the chrome strip back on. It was actually a chrome strip off another bumper that I was going to use because mine was knackered. We've got the bits for the headlamp washer jets, they've got to go back in, number plate, and then the spoiler, and then it'll go on the freshly painted SD1, so that'll be good. We're also working on the back bumper that's sitting over here in a pile of crap at the moment, so I've done some filler and some smoothing on that. The chrome strip I still need to get off, and then we'll do the same, just sand that, prep it and get some paint on it. But yeah, I mean, we are getting there. This is taking quite a bit longer than I expected. I actually found another area here that needed fillering. There was a crack down there, not as big as the other side, but that put me back a day or so. But yeah, it's definitely getting there, and that's solid now, you know, at the back. So we're not going to get any more problems with that. So that's good. Right, and this is the finished front bumper. So what do you all think? I think it looks pretty smart, to be fair. It has taken about 700 hours, so it should be like new or even better than new. So this was the original side that had all the damage. You know, we were missing about that much of it. That was also glass fibre, seen that earlier on. That looks pretty much spot on. You can't tell that that's been done. Chrome strips, these were just taken off. They were actually just T-cutted to clean them up. They weren't the original ones that were on the car actually. I swapped them for a spare couple that I had. I've knocked out a couple of dents that were in them as well. Replaced the nuts and the washers from the back because a lot of them had to be cut off. So they're pretty much spot on now. New number plate to finish it off. I just got a standard number plate on it. Painted these little plastic trims that cover the toe and eyes here. What else have we done to it? The skirts on it. That was obviously painted when the rest of the car was painted. And we done the end cap. So the end cap as well, that was bonded on off of the other bumper. And we had another couple of little cracks and things that we just filled over. So, you know, all in all, really pleased with it. Just wish it had maybe taken a hell of a lot less hours than it actually did. But, you know, we're there now. Didn't worry about this, you know, there's lots still to do. This chrome strip's damaged here. We need a badge for the bonnet. The bonnet needs another couple of repairs actually, and it needs its chrome eyebrows, headlights and indicators. So there's another good few £100 in it there, just to get that all sorted, but you know, it's a work in progress. And let's take a look at the back one now. So this might be a little bit trickier to see because the length of the car in the garage, it doesn't fit very well. So kind of similar things to this. The back didn't have as much damage as the front. There was just a little crack in it. The end caps are the original ones on it. So same as the front, you know, took these chrome strips off, cleaned them up with T-cut, new nuts and washers. Oh, that's what we did have issues with. We did have issues with the metal brackets that secure the bumper to the car. A couple of the actual studs that go into the bumper, they had come loose, so I bonded them back in. We're missing one of the little L-shaped brackets as well that hold, well, it secures the bumper onto the body there, so we got another one of them, bonded that on, new number plate, haven't actually fitted that yet, so that's ready to go on, but I think it looks pretty cool. Again, same as the front, you know, really good effort, but too many hours involved to getting this one right. So yeah, that's that. This was a plinth, this here as well, this was done at the body shop, it was painted, this was a replacement one I had. I've still to get the badges and stuff put on that. So work in progress. So hope everybody's enjoyed this video and they've seen a little bit of progress on how you can maybe refurb these yourself without buying replacements or used ones. And you know, I won't lie, there was a hell of a lot of work in it, but I'm not an expert, I'm not a body shop man, so there's probably much easier and quicker ways of doing it than I did. So look out for the next one coming. It'll probably be on the windows, or it might be on the XR3i comparison with the Mark IV, whichever I happen to finish off first, among all the other millions of things. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.